The Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt, one of the most powerful countries in the entire game of Europa Universalis 5. You never see them crumble, you never see them lose, they're always successful in every game. And that's a problem. And that's why Paradox Interactive is going to severely nerf the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt in the next update for Europa Universalis 5. And me, never having played the Mamluks, I thought, what better time to play them rather than now, before they get nerfed. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the year is 1442. We've already been playing as the Mamluks, and we've expanded quite a lot in Arabia and in the Crescent because we limited our expansion opportunities, because the Mamluks can just blob out everywhere. Control is absolutely insane in the Nile Delta. We're the number 3 great power in the world. We're making an absolute frick ton of money, and we can have the biggest standing army in the world anytime we want. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to continue this amazing run as the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt before they get nerfed. Let's jump in. Alright, here we are back as the Mamluks, ladies and gentlemen. Like you just heard me say in the intro, the year is 1442, the Age of Discovery has just started, and we're the number 3 great power. This is everything we own right here. You know, some stuff down here that we recently conquered still isn't even integrated. Most of the stuff that we own is our core because it is pretty easy to accept a lot of these cultures over here. They are pretty cheap, and like you just heard me say, control in the hyper-urbanized Nile Delta right here is absolutely insane, and we're raking in so much money. But job's not finished. Job's not finished. We do need to finish our Conquest of Arabia right here by going in on Yemen and Dhofar, and then of course we are going to continue pushing into the Crescent right here with mini wars versus the Jalayirids and their subjects, the Ayyubids right here, and we might, I don't know, we just might get into it with like the Eretnus or the Ottomans or something like that. But yeah, aside from that, man, situation is pretty stable. We're going to continue working on the economy and stuff like that. You know, we got a truce with Yemen and them, so whenever that truce expires in about damn, why is that? Oh, okay, it's only 11 years. Okay, we're good. Right now, we're working on banking and stuff like that because we were pretty busy with Renaissance and with other stuff. We're about to get the dock right here and the barks, you know, and towards the end of last video, check it out, by the way, if you haven't already, it's pretty good. You know, I realized we have light ships from the start of the game, so I already built up some of these. The upgrade, of course, to these should be the bark. Let's go ahead and put in, yeah, we got the sailors for it. Let's go ahead and put down, there we go, 10 more, just so we can project maritime control over here, you know, in the Levantine, Libyan, and Central Mediterranean along our coast. Maybe we even build up another fleet, honestly, for like this side or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I got the local governors down as well, man. One is in Damascus and the other one is in Hassa right here. Obviously, I've chosen to put them there because they were already cities and because they're, markets. But I'm thinking, you know, we put it down in Mecca, or alternatively, once we get the other one here from the Age of Discovery, is it still in Pike and Shot, though? Let me see, or did they move it? I keep forgetting. Okay, maybe it's in the Free branch right here, which is actually fairly large. We got the Council Hall, obviously, which is a major upgrade. Cabinet Seat, Pave Road, Crown Power. Did they move it here? Oh, yeah, they did move it here. Okay, so all of the best stuff is in the Free thing. Okay, in that case, man, I think as soon as we wrap up the dock and bark, yeah, no need to do that. We go immediately for the extra stuff. Perfect. Then I can put down the 3rd local governor in Mecca. Yeah, and we're chilling. Population growth is obviously insane for us as well. We have 13 million people. The most populous country we can see, I think, is us, as far as I can tell. Yeah, no huge guy in India, so yeah. Perfect. Just got the dock, so we definitely need to, build up those, at least over here on the Mediterranean side. Not that useful, aside from just sailors over on the other side, unless we build up a fleet there. So, yeah, there's a couple of docks over here. Very nice. Now, at this point, we are also a cultural hegemon, which means we can assimilate area. However, all of my guys are busy with integration, so... there we go, finally got the barks. Let's see if, these guys can be upgraded. Yes, they can. Perfect. And we can start up our research on the most important free stuff from the Age of Discovery. Obviously, first we want the cabinet seat. Then we got the council hall down here, construction center, local governor. Yeah, let's actually go down to the council hall. Paved road and power projection we're gonna pick up after that. Then I want to go down to local governor, the gov reform. Then we can do that and this, and then we go back down to pick up merchant quarters. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, pretty long queue that we've built up right here, but all of these are super necessary. At least the ones we're trying to get to, right? Ooh, we got typhus affecting us. Not good, not good. And yeah, obviously already present in a lot of markets, and as you can see, we're making an absolute frick ton, dude. All of these green numbers you see right here is what we're making from that, so trade looking real good. Yeah, still lots more to integrate. At this point, we're also integrating both, you know, well, what are the guys? Yeah, Mecca and Al-Fadl right here. Pretty much only them and Oman are left from our subjects that we do want to integrate. Yeah, these guys down here were not interested in expanding. You know, we set a limit for ourselves last time to only push into Egypt, the Crescent, and Arabia simply because, you know, if we don't set these artificial limits for ourselves as the Mamluks, we can go everywhere and conquer everyone. And what's the point in that? So might as well, you know, focus on what we have and what's nearest to us. We should continue our hyper-urbanization of this area as well. You know, build up some cities and stuff like that, because I've already made, I guess I made only Giza a city, but that's fine. We can do Rashid right here. Let's do, I don't know, what we can do that one too. Okay, finally got the other cabinet seat. We can continue integrating faster with this guy, but I think, honestly, I am gonna tell him to, well, where is it? Assimilate area. Yeah, to lower Egyptian. Now, where's places we don't have? Of course, Levant is pretty huge. All of the areas over here are really huge, thankfully, so it's like easy to do that. But, yeah, over here, control is not that good, so it's not gonna be that quick. Might as well do it here. Yeah, might as well do it there. Yeah, even though control is non-existent there, dude. Stop! Are you enjoying this absolutely amazing playthrough of the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt? I know I am, and I know you are as well. So if you are, why not leave a like? It helps out. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. Alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, at this point, our truce with Yemen is up. They are allied to Somalia once again. Well, they were earlier when we fought them, but Somalia didn't really do anything, so we're chilling right there. Yemen obviously far weaker now. Only 2 forts that we need to take down. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty simple. Okay, let's go ahead and get a CB on them. Alright, we got a CB on Yemen right here. Time to start up our first war of the video. Let's go ahead and threaten war for whatever. They decline, and we are officially at war with Yemen. Now, they got only about 20,000 troops. I don't think I need to raise all my levies, truth be told, so we're just gonna pick them up from, you know, our sort of main areas here around our core, where we have the most. Okay, even though it took me a long-ass time to get here, my subjects have actually done a little bit of work right here, so it's not that bad. Council Hall has just been unlocked. Obviously, an excellent upgrade to the local council, which I put down almost everywhere. So, yeah, these are pretty expensive, but obviously, you know, local council, man, gives us plus 2.5% max control, whereas the other one is, I think, 5. Right, yeah. Either way, full siege on Yemen on the stuff that we actually want to take, and obviously we should be able, yeah, to take literally everything we want. Perfect. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've wrapped up fighting Yemen. Okay, Yemeni I've already accepted. Hadrami right here, and Sokotri, we don't even have the room for it, and they're probably too small to accept anyway, so we're not gonna end up having cores on everything, but it's fine. Okay, next parliament, we take out Dhofar, and with that, we officially wrapped up this, well, actually, the entirety, except for one location of Arabia. Time to start pushing into the Crescent pretty soon. Yeah, almost all of these guys, I think, yeah, are, yeah, everyone we fight here, we're going to be involved with the Jalayirids, which is fine. Honestly, might even be able to take all of this in one war, dude. Ooh, we're getting hit with something bad. Oh my god, it's the second wave of the Black Death. Damn, we're actually getting hit, like, real hard, dude. Well, this sucks. Dude, we lost more than 1 million people. Frick me. Fadl has officially been integrated. We should get cores on those things. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. What area is that, I wonder? Okay, a little bit of Iraq and Jazeera. It's Iraqi. Yeah, all of these other ones, man, probably aside from Kurdish, is going to be too small to accept. Maybe we can do Iraqi as well, but we don't have the slots. Either way, assimilation is going pretty quickly, so we'll get to it. And there we go, folks. Mecca has officially been annexed as well. We gain cores on pretty much everything that they have, and now we're custodian of the holy cities. Wonderful. How far off are we on the local governor? Okay, not that far off. Yeah, we'll put it down in, well, actually, Jeddah's a city already. That means we won't have to upgrade Mecca, although we could do it. It's right next to it either way, and Jeddah, I guess, will be a little bit more helpful for the coastal stuff. So, I think I'm gonna upgrade it anyway. Why not? Why not? Yeah, we can do that one too or something like that. Okay, well, we still got a lot to integrate, but might as well wrap up Dhofar. I hope their capital isn't on freaking Socotra and they don't have a fort. Okay, no forts, excellent. Yeah, this is gonna be super easy. Let's just get a CB on that. Perfect. Fund noble colonization. Fabricate CB. Dhofar. Not gonna threaten war on these guys. They'll never accept. And there's our declaration. Yeah, Oman can probably take care of this. Oman isn't even doing anything. Fine. Oh, well, I guess they were navally transporting. Okay, well, we'll take everything. And that's it. That's officially a wrap on Arabia. Perfect. Okay, yeah, let's annex Oman too, actually. Okay, so next up, you know, to examine the situation of the Crescent right here. So all of these guys, except for the Ayyubids, and I guess these guys are, you know, in with the Jalayirids. So what about the Ayyubids? But they're allied to Eretna and them. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna end up fighting Eretna anyway. Yeah, just declare on the Jalayirids straight up. Take everything they have in the Crescent and whatnot. Yeah, like that will take over Baghdad as well. Lots of cities here too, which is nice. Yeah. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's just chill for a little bit more. We got some to integrate. As soon as I'll wrap up like 2 or 3 of them, we'll go in. In the meantime, we can just focus on Council hauling it up. And yeah, man, pop growth is even nuttier now. It's super nice. Dude, one thing I didn't know, look, control in Mecca and Medina is way bigger because it has plus 25% because of Islamic holy site. Look, so does Medina. Oh, that's plus 20%, but yeah, that no-brainer. We can get 100 control in Mecca, easy. Okay, second capital is officially up and running. Awesome. Next government reform time. We should have good stuff over here, I think, at this point. We're probably not that serfdomy for the plus 33%. We can go with royal commissions. Yeah, okay, paved road unlocked as well, so hopefully the burghers can get to work on that. Okay, so time to fight the Jalayirids. Now, in and of themselves, they're pretty weak. They only got 3 subjects, but the thing is, the Sutayids themselves, they have 13 subjects in turn. So all of the pink guys you see here, we're going to have to fight, and Eretna as well, which we're not going to do anything with. I'm just going to piece them out. Interestingly enough, dude, because we've been focusing on so many things, and because the Mamluk army is so powerful, both the levies and the standing guys, we actually haven't researched anything from professional armies, funnily enough, and I already have, I think, okay, I was going to say pike and shot. We don't, but we could get it. So, yeah. Either way, time to get a CB on the Jalayirids. I'm going to try and take as much as possible. It is going to be unnecessary antagonism here because I do actually want to conquer their subjects instead of full annexing the Jalayirids and then just automatically getting their subjects. So, we'll see what we can do. Not sure. We probably can't take everything because it's like almost all of Iraq and then most of Jazeera here as well, which I want. Yeah, and then, wait, does Ardalan? No, Ardalan doesn't. Okay, yeah, let's get a CB on these guys, man, and gonna be an interesting war for sure. Fabricate CB, let's go in for, I need to border it to threaten war, don't I? I guess we'll just go in on that. Oh, I didn't realize Damascus is a holy site as well. Look, we got 100 control there, too, now. I wonder how we can find all of these Islamic holy sites, dude. Either way, time to fight the Jalayirids, yo. These wars are going to be become a little more annoying now simply because we don't... they're willing to accept. Okay, so it is going to have to be a straight-up war, which is plus 25%. Is there a better CB? Is there a better CB? There isn't, is there? Nah, I have to use Parliament. Okay, fine. We definitely can't take everything we want, but, let's go. Okay, there's our declaration on the Jalayirids. Gonna raise the entirety of the levies. I'm interested in seeing if these guys are gonna get mercs up or not. I can definitely get mercs as well. Because, you know, the biggest guy that we faced so far, I guess, is Yemen, and the latest at the same time. They didn't really do anything with that. So let's just try it with our little professional army right here, comprised of just Mamluks and the levies. But if not, we'll raise... you know, mercenaries. Yeah, just want a white piece of Retina and then go siege the Jalayirids. It is going to be annoying. And it just takes so long to gather all the levies, man. Our country is so freaking huge. Okay, so we're done. Levies are still gathering, I think. We're done researching the stuff that we wanted from the generic branch of Age of Discovery, Arts Academy, Dry Dock. Yeah, this other stuff isn't that needed, if I'm being honest. Now I'll actually go back to freaking mercantilism because we got this right here, which is insane. So, yeah, let's honestly pick up everything here. Yeah, let's pick up everything. It's gonna research quickly too since it's so old. Okay, well, armies are finally together. I don't know, send one stack north over here, one stack over here. Makes sense. Okay, these guys have gotten some mercs up, but it's fine. I still outnumber them 2-1. Alright, so I got 98% war score on the Jalayirids. I actually paid Eretna to leave. This war has definitely been a bit of a slug, especially because I'm moving with such big stacks. And, you know, just moving even from one location to another in the desert, man, is just so much attrition. So, really, there's a mistake that I don't have the, you know, the cards here, which, funnily enough, we have these since the start, the Halkas, which are, I guess, better even than camp followers that you get at the start. So, we're losing a lot of people to attrition, and morale goes way down when moving, but, yeah, I can peace out for anything I want here. I just really want to siege down this fort so I can actually take this as well, because we do have the ability. It's pretty expensive. No way we can take everything. I'm predicting 2 or maybe even 3 more wars versus the Jalayirids. But yeah, I have to siege this down and then we'll peace out. Okay, now I got it. So we can do something like this, just taking a look at the map and what we need to take right here. That's not possible. That is possible. Maybe something up here, something tiny. Like this, yeah. Okay, that's what we're taking in our first war versus the Jalayirids. Yeah, 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 more wars. But with that, we're done. No risk of a coalition. Perfectly chill. Okay, let's go back home and integrate. Lots of Mongolian here, obviously. Yeah, that we're not accepting. No way. Okay. Oh, yeah, and during the war, we annexed Oman. So I actually do want to check that, but we're still over. Yeah, we're still over. Making even more money now since we're not spending as much on Diplo because I'm not annexing anyone. Now with us making so much money, you know, we're really doing a sort of a construction and infrastructure boom. You know, very nice 100 control around Cairo right here. Same in Damascus, same in Medina. Obviously, we can't get it all the way up in Hassa because it's not a holy thing or whatever. And, you know, no rivers, but, you know, it's the same thing for these two as well. So, yeah, working on assimilating council halls, paved roads. We're putting those down, pound lock canals. You know the drill, and just waiting for the truce with these guys to expire, which is actually going to be in about 2 years. So not that bad. We did take some forts from them, but probably can take Baghdad in the next war. Yeah, still quite a lot to do over here. Huh. Ottomans just asked for food access, which prompted me to look at them, and they're actually doing this, which means Eretna might not even help the Jalayirids here. Actually, they will. So either way, it'll be easier. Okay, CB has been acquired on the Jalayirids. They're not linked up with Eretna anymore. I don't even know what happened here. I can't even tell who took what. Now we can definitely threaten war because I got a claim on Baghdad, and there we go. We're with just the Jalayirids this time, which means it'll be much faster and much simpler. Also got the carts now in the professional army, which is good. But they'll help out a little bit. Okay, we can actually definitely take a lot more now. The thing is, I need to siege other forts and the subjects now. Oh, perfect, they capitulated. That gets all of the subjects as well. Interestingly, this guy I'm not fighting, the Ayyubids. Yeah. Similar color, but nothing right there. So let me see this. Okay, so this is everything I can take, and it's up to max once again. Just checking, yeah, everything. Oh, wait, this stuff over here isn't in the Crescent, huh? That's interesting. Okay, I'm not even taking stuff there, so it's fine. Yeah, okay, so there's the peace out. On these guys, took a lot from their subjects as well. We do have some other things over here that I want from completely different guys, like the minor tribe of Kartwawi, who's a subject of Fuman, who's allied to Georgia, and then everyone else comes in, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that. And yeah, another war versus them to take the remaining stuff up here. Yeah, and then we'll do these guys, Cool, we're absolutely chilling right now, man. So powerful, dude. Time to build some mega expensive roads from Mecca down to Yemen over here, because there are literally no roads of any kind down in Yemen, man. Oh, look. Okay, in printing press pretty soon. In the meantime, only one more location left to convert over here, or assimilate, sorry, and then we'll have cores in all of Bahrain. After that, I'll do the Levant, because I want to get cores, you know, up here, and of course we'll do Jazeera and Iraq later. Okay, everything in Bahrain is officially a core, which means this guy doesn't have to assimilate there anymore. Instead, he will assimilate area into Lower Egyptian in the Levant, right? Yeah, because we got a little bit of it up here, but it's fine. Okay, and then this guy can actually go back to integrating province instead of increasing control. Okay, since a little room freed up, I accepted Iraqi, which should turn some things to cores here. Yeah, not a lot, but it's okay. It was big enough to where we can accept it, and cheap enough as well. Obviously, Mongolian and Kurdish, way too expensive. No way we can do them. Or Turkoman, for that matter, either. Oh, shoot, man. I should have done Omani, shouldn't have I? Still got a little room. Yeah, even if Omani takes us over, I am gonna do it. There's not enough people, actually. Shoot. Meanwhile, you'll be pleased to see that we have fully urbanized our core area around the Nile Delta right here, man. Even though everything isn't interconnected with roads quite like I wanted to. Yeah, maybe if we pull them out of Alexandria over to the other side, and then from the other side towards Alexandria as well, it'll help a little bit with the connectivity, even though this won't really do anything for control. And yeah, look, dude, we got all of the locations surrounding Cairo are obviously 100. Everything is like 90, whatever. Mecca 100. This over here pretty good as well. Yeah, if we do end up getting another local governor, which I don't think we will, it makes sense that we put it down in Baghdad, right? Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we're neglecting like the Oman and the Yemen areas the most, but yeah. Dude, I'm just realizing we could have become an empire so long ago. It's just the prestige, you know, you can never get prestige. So I'm actually going to spend money on culture here, even though it won't do too much. And we should probably do pilgrimages. What's the most prestigious? This one gives us 100, like, whatever religion thing, but this doesn't give prestige. I don't know what gives prestige. Oh, frick it, let's just go on a pilgrimage. The expensive one, why not? 11 years? Hell no. Cheap one, then. Cheapest one. I'm just realizing we're sucking on manpower, so I started spamming up armories, but in the meantime, more cabinet efficiency. Either way, truce with these guys is up. Not a lot more to integrate, so we're about to hit them. Do they own land here directly is my question. They don't. Huh. I actually have to get a CB on like the Sutayids or whatever. When you think about it, but it's fine, it doesn't change anything. You know, with how much we've been chilling and, you know, not doing that many active stuff where we have to pause, unpause, time is really ticking by. You know, it's already 15:22, but you know, it's fine. I'm enjoying, I'm relaxing. Fabricate a CB on these guys. Shouldn't have done it on them because we actually don't need that, but it's fine, it's whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and threaten war. They'll accept anything, so we're just doing it regular style, and there is the declaration. Yeah, we just want stuff up here mainly. Yeah, it's not even that much, dude. It's literally only this right here. Cool. I'll still get up all the levies because, yeah. Dude, because it's their vassals, I once again can't take everything. Yeah, literally just this one location right here, man. Who is that owned by? That's owned by Domboli something. And they're full. Maybe I can try and not take something else. But then it's like 3 other things that we have to threaten war for. Fine. There we go. Jesus. Another war is going to have to be done versus these guys simply for this, man. Okay, but in the meantime, though, we can definitely deal with these 2 guys right here and with the Ayyubids. Now, that is Fuman. Okay, so they don't come in like that. And these 2 guys are both... yeah, subjects of Fuman. Okay, well, we'll do it. Damn, high complacency? Dude, I'm doing wars. I am expanding. What the hell else do you want me to do? I have to spend more on Diplo to drop it down until I can get better rivals. Either way, Parliament is immediately here, so we're immediately going to commence with the wars. Let's go ahead and fabricate CB on these guys right there. Go ahead and declare on them, and just like that, yeah, these are the 2 locations that we want. I can't believe I got 100,000 people here to do this, but fine. We got 500,000 people in Cairo. Dope. And 20 million overall. Oh, you can see the holy sites like this if you go into the religion right here. So yeah, we got the Umayyad Mosque in Damascus. Then we got actually 4 things in Jerusalem right here. Holy City. Are they all or? Oh, okay, not those, but the Holy City. I guess it doesn't just tell my own, does it? And then we got Cave of the Patriarchs right here.
Obviously, over here we got the, you know, the mosque and the other one over here. Yeah, okay, you can see the holy sites like that. Are there really not any more? What if you go into Catholic? It doesn't. It has to be yours, doesn't it? Yeah. You have to go like right here. All right, just got a CB on the Ayubids. Let's fight them literally for only one location. Oh, they're a subject of the Injuids. That's interesting. Who am I fighting like this? Oh, these guys over here, bro. We don't even care. Well, that's all I want. Good thing is we're still gaining prestige. So maybe we'll get to become an empire. I don't know. All right, finally researching pike and shot stuff. Over here, we're gonna go admin focus. Dude. Oh, the Arachnids are invading Cyprus. I wanted to do the same thing. Wasted freaking parliament on that, man. Okay, they're not invading Cyprus? What the hell happened? Yeah, I'm invading Cyprus. Please let the naval transports work. I actually have a real fleet here. Dude, I didn't notice this, but we got like 1 million tribesmen in our country. Alright, this is something I actually wanted. So that's +1 culture's capacity right there. Or do we go for assimilation? Let's go for the capacity. It brings down the other ones too. Brings down the cost of the other ones is what I mean. Okay, so naval transport half works. It's just... Oh, I'm gonna beat them? Oh, I did beat them. Cool. Europeans circumnavigate Africa. Okay, alas, there's nothing we can do. Or unlocks more events that deal with exploration. And we get an explorer. We don't really care about it. All right, goodbye Cyprus. Quite a lot. Whoa, that's a surprising amount of antagonism, but it's fine. Okay, as we can see, we've actually started expanding outside of the Egypt, Crescent, and Arabia. That's because I did say we might get into it in Anatolia, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Truce with these guys over here is up. Let's get a threatening rival, man. There we go. Now let's see complacency. It's dropping by 0.06, which means we don't need to spend Diplo as much. We're probably good like this too. Oh yeah, we can drop it way down. Perfect, perfect. At this point, I'm also gonna start annexing Dulkadir. This is gonna be a complicated region to expand and get cores into because it's like 1 million different cultures and 1 million different religions as well, just like it was in some other places. But yeah, as soon as we get next parliament, I'm gonna wipe out Domboli Bukt right here, which means we're completely done with the Crescent. And then we're gonna get into it with the Retina. For sure gonna take Cilicia. Maybe something else. Okay. Got a CB on these guys, losing money because we're this maxing or whatever it was. Legitimacy. There we go. Going in on the Jalayirids. There's the declaration. This is literally the only thing we want. Pretty simple. That's it, folks. Excellent. We own the entire Crescent too. Nice. We can pop out Cyprus as a vassal, obviously, which is related to some stuff we see in EU4, but no, the island belongs to us. Even though we're gonna lose that control since it's like Greek and stuff like that. We're finally getting rid of the Mamluks, the actual Mamluk regiments, I mean, and now that we're in pike and shot, because the, you know, Mamluk cavalry or whatever was just replaced by the Lancers. And I think the reformed Mamluks can be replaced by the, well, we still haven't researched them. It's the guys that are after men-at-arms, the, whatever, these guys. Nope, these guys. Yeah, halberdiers, yeah. I wonder if we can get Kurdish in now. It's actually not that expensive. I know we're using prestige on this instead of upgrading to an empire, but frick it, I don't care about upgrading to an empire. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got Mongolian down here, which we can't do, and then up here it's just like Turkoman. So yeah, frick it. With the exception of Kurdish, with the accepting of Kurdish, we do got cores in the entirety of Levant as well. So now I'm actually doing an area we've neglected for quite a while. It's gonna be tough because control is mega low, but I'm doing Oman. So, dude, that's not even gonna move, is it? And no roads down there either. The closest proximity thing is Hassa. Yeah, we do need to get down to here, honestly. This is gonna move it a little bit, but yeah. All right, well, got a CB on Eretna. Annexing Dulkadir, we got 3 more years left of that. Got some mercs up as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's threaten war on the stuff that they won't accept. And just like that, we're at war with everyone. Okay. Well, I didn't notice that. Okay, gotta get levies then. You know, it's when they ally someone in between you thinking you know who they've allied. That's what gets me. Dude, why the hell is Arborea fighting me? They're a fiefdom of Naples and they're fighting. And who the hell is Roncalli? I pieced out the Jalayirids and Com, by the way. And this right here, folks, gives me all of Cilicia. Okay, anything I can do to get some prestige here? Like, I don't know, humiliate them and stuff like that. Yeah, that's just 5 prestige, dude. Okay, it doesn't matter too much, I guess. I mean, we can do that. Some money. Okay, cool. There's a peace out. Nice. They destroyed both my freaking navies, though, which kind of sucks. Just grabbed a new world, too. Not that we need stuff over here, but hey, spending a little time fixing up and building up, you know, the part that we just conquered from, whatever, Eretna, right? And actually, you know, this prompted me to build up an actual navy here as well that we can use to patrol the Arabian Sea, Red Sea, Gulf of Oman, and Persian Gulf. How did the Ottomans get global trade so quick, man? Yeah, look at that. That's interesting to see. So I just researched a naval governor from one of those, what you call it, from New World or whatever. There's really only, well, actually one, but technically a couple places we can put it. Either somewhere in Cyprus, probably here because it's already a city, or we could put it in Socotra for some reason. And we could also do it in freaking, Bahrain. That's right. Obviously it's gonna go in Cyprus. It's already a city, so not that it's really gonna help that much with anything. Maybe it's gonna help with control over here a little bit, but it's gonna help me assimilate Cyprus quicker. So yeah, I already got started on that a little bit earlier. Actually, it really wasn't that hard converting Greek because the Greek, whoever is Greek, is probably pretty weak. Yeah, and there it is. I think the rise of the Ottomans is over. All right, I'm gonna pick up artillery here too. Wait, why did I do that? Dude, it's the Age of Reformation. We got the generic stuff over here that we need to do as well. That I completely forgot about. Yeah, the good things. What is it? So we got... Actually, these suck. Gov reform. Cabinet seat. I can't believe I forgot about this. What the hell? You know, building up that thing in Cyprus... Good idea. Why not? Where else would we put it, right? This is what the coring situation looks like so far. Not a lot has changed. I probably have room, actually, to accept a couple of more things. What is, let's see some unaccepted ones that are like a major-ish. Turkish. Nah, not that much Turkish. Mongolian, way too expensive, and it's probably not worth it. Greek, neither. Yeah, the ones I actually do want to accept, man, there's just not enough of them. We could tolerate some of these guys, I guess. Wouldn't hurt, but no real point. All right, over here, I'm going to go counter-espionage offices. Even though we got a +1 cultural capacity, this is more useful. And with the conquest and integration of Cilicia wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen, with the infrastructure being put down, I think this is a pretty good place to call it for the second episode and overall this playthrough. First ever time, by the way, of the Mamluks. But yeah, I did an episode 2, man, because I wanted to continue this run. I was just having so much fun. It's super, super cool. Obviously, like you guys know, we did limit our expansion on purpose just to not blob out mindlessly and instead, you know, focus on the stuff we already have, even though I think the Mamluks are probably better suited for blobbing out mindlessly. You know, if we played a heavy conquest by this point, we could have pushed hard into Nubia and Ethiopia, the Maghreb, and maybe even further as well. But, you know, I like doing it like this, man. I like the playthrough style that we did. But yeah, ended up number 3 on the Great Powers list, making an absolute frick ton of money, you know, fully urbanize what you call it, this entire area right here, and control over there is insane. Got pretty much 3 capitals when you take a look at it like that. And yeah, man, the other stuff, you know, we ended up 44% lower Egyptian. You know, this is what the cores look like. Obviously, not everything is cored, but that's perfectly fine. Religion-wise, we are on 82% Sunni, as you can see. Haven't really done any converting on purpose either, by the way, and ended up with more than 25 million people, by far the most, you know, populous country that we know of. Number 2 and 3, I guess, that we can see are over here. Both of these guys over in India. But yeah, rotated it up pretty nicely, man. Control is looking absolutely mega. And yeah, overall a super, super fun playthrough. Mamluks obviously way more powerful than I played them with. Like I said earlier, we could have had, if we went on a blobbing campaign, we could have done a lot more. And obviously, you know, once you come around to the Age of Absolutism, man, when you got integrate area, that's when you really start kicking things off. And you can conquer all of these things with, you know, the war score efficiencies and better CBs and stuff like that way quicker. But overall, a super fun campaign, man. I'm excited to see how these guys play, you know, after they get nerfed and stuff like that with the Egyptian plague and whatnot. Is it gonna be harder for the AI? Are they gonna collapse more regularly, or, well, at least a little bit, because now they don't at all? And I wonder how it's... Never seen that. I wonder how it's gonna go, you know, in the hands of the player, but I guess we'll have to wait for the update to see how that goes. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like. It lets me know that you like it. Subscribe for more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed watching, and that's it for me for now. See you next time.